Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryandam Vande Guru Paramparam.
Swamiji, we have the question from Monya ji today. First question. Swamiji, please.
Namaskaram, Swamiji. Can you hear me? Namaskaram. So I would like to ask, during Navaratri and the occasion to celebrate Mother, could you please speak about Seva and also about the Sri Shankara Charitable Trust? What projects you have set up, if and how it has been impacted by COVID? And if so, what focus you currently have on those projects? And also, if possible, maybe also for the ashram activities. So not only for the charitable activities, but also for the ashram.
See, the ashram activities we cannot divide into charitable activities and non-charitable activities, because whatever we do here, or whatever we are doing, it is for the benefit of our society. And see, for charitable activities, we cannot translate the word seva into any other language. When we are using English, we have to use this charitable as a charity. But the best word is seva. What is the difference between this? When you are serving the society, then it is in the well accepted terminology, it is a charitable activity. Of course, seva is that. When we are serving the society, it is seva activity. But see, when we are doing puja, when we are worshipping Ishvara, then also it is seva. It is seva. When we are consuming some Ayurvedic medicine, then it is seva. No allopathy doctor will prescribe a medicine and tell you, do seva. They will ask you to drink or eat or to swallow. But when we prescribe Ayurvedic medicine, it will be like this. This is to be not consumed, not swallowed, but you do as a seva. For example, do seva 2 times a day after food. For example, kashaya. 1 ounce of kashaya or half an ounce of kashaya in 2 ounces of water. You do seva twice. Because you are serving the Ishvara who is inside. That means even consuming a medicine, That is a seva. Not helping, serving the society, it is a seva. Serving the Ishvara, it is a seva. Bhagavad seva, Bhagavati seva. All these are seva. So you cannot find out an apt translation for the word seva. When you are teaching, when you are helping to shed away the darkness, it is the greatest seva. So the greatest seva you can do in this world is helping to get rid of the veil, the curtain which is covering yourself. That is the greatest seva. That is removing or helping to remove ignorance. So, spreading the message of Sanatana Dharma. I'm not speaking about any religion, Hindu religion, Christian religion, Islam religion, no. Dharma, Sanatana Dharma, which we can call Vedic Dharma or Hindu Dharma. So teaching or giving the message, spreading the message of Dharma is the greatest seva we can do in this world, especially in the present day world of problems, of so many turmoils. So Ashram from the very beginning, or from the inception itself, is working hard for that. So classes, weekly classes, monthly classes, daily classes, of course, which are inside the ashram for the public. That is one side of the seva. Then traveling here and there and attending different meetings organized by different organizations or people. And giving lectures or taking classes there. That also is a part of the seva. Then as the ashram is in the society, that social aspect also we have to consider. In two ways we are doing that. Daily, so many people will come with so many ailments, financial problems, family problems, this, that, help for medicine, help for other treatments, medical treatment, like that. So that is one aspect. The other is we have to reach out to the society, because we are working in the society and the society is supporting the ashram. Ashram is here. It is working here because the society is making it work. It is the society. It is the part and parcel of the society. The society is taking care of the ashram. It is looking after the ashram. So it is the duty. It is the duty of the ashram to reach out to the society and serve in as many ways as it can. So that aspect also we are looking into. Now, as you asked, I am very happy to announce one Seva project which we under. I think before 3 years, not 3 years, 2.5 years back. It was the 25th anniversary of Advaita Ashram, and as a part of that, so many Seva projects were taken, so many. And one project was construction of houses and handing over those houses to homeless families. And we conducted a survey. And in this village, we identified 8 houses to be repaired, and all the 8 houses were repaired well, and 6 houses were newly constructed, and 5 houses were handed over in that year itself. But one, because of so many problems, the work lagged on, and now it is ready for that handing over function. And the expenses for that house construction, it was sponsored by the Bangalore Satsangam group. Dr. Kamalaji is here. Under her leadership, they did that well. They sponsored that work. And because of so many problems here means not in the Kolathur Ashram, in that surroundings, and the peculiar position of that landscape, the work lagged on, and now it is ready. And on this 29th, we are handing over that house to them. And in 2018, there was a devastating flood in Kerala, and we took the responsibility to reconstruct one colony in Wayanad district and did that work very well. So such activities are there, but they are not of a permanent nature. The service, other than that mentioned earlier, is a one Vidyalaya. Here we are running one Vidyalaya. Moniaji knows that. Because of her initiative, many computers were installed here. She led that, or she did that. That is the good word, no? Instead of led, it is did. She did that work. And a very good computer lab is here in this school because of their work. That is Moniaji's work. And there, more than 500 students are there in this school. And we are sponsoring more than 10% of students who are having that much poverty, financial problems. And now we are planning to make the school in the Dakshina system. That is from the next year. This is only a plan to convert that school to the Dakshina system. That means no fees at all. No fees. Those who can offer, they can offer the Dakshina. But to function in such a Dakshina system, I will catch you, everybody, all of you. There is no doubt, because the society will have to bear. Then what is the benefit? The benefit is, here we are giving quality education. Quality not in the sense A for apple, B for ball, C for cat, D for dog, not that. They are getting dharmic education. They are getting yoga training, they are getting dharmic classes, they are getting Samskrita from first grade itself. They are learning music, they are learning dance. So dharmic education they are getting. So those who cannot pay the fee which we are charging now, they cannot come and attend. So if we can make it a school of Dakshina system, those families will definitely be benefited. So this is only a plan. And now, along with the ashram, one old age home is there, Sri Shankara Vruddha Seva Kendra. Now there were 6 inmates there. One elder man passed away. Now 5 inmates are there. They are living happily there. And there is one project. It's only a project even now. That is a palliative center. A center for those bedridden people, those who cannot move, those who cannot even commit suicide. Because to commit suicide, they have to walk at least. So those who are bedridden, a center for them. They can stay there with peace of mind. They can die with peace of mind. In between that, we have to take care of them. So such a project is there. It's only a future project. Land is ready. We have to get funds for that. Then we can start. So many projects are there. I am not going to explain all of them. As Moniaji asked, just this much. And see, we are part of the society, and the activities or seva activities which we have to do are not through ashram alone. Through many other channels we are doing and we have to do. So we have to recognize areas where our share must go. We have to recognize. There are so many areas outside the ashram that are not at all connected with the activities of the ashram. There are so many areas. For example, the activities of Seva Bharati. They are doing wonderful work. Wonderful work they are doing. Seva Bharati. So wherever we can, however we can be a part of that activity. That is an ongoing process. And some special projects are there. I would like to bring to your notice one important work. That is, many of you may be knowing Sri Ali Akbarji. He is a well-known director, film director, and he is going to work on a film, a movie, Malayalam movie, that is, you may be knowing this, that is about the 1921. In Malayalam we call it Mappula Lehala. In Malayalam it is Mappula Lehala. It is being translated as a Mappula Rebellion. Actually, rebellion, what is the meaning of rebellion? It was not a rebellion. It was not a Mappula rebellion. So I am using the Malayalam word itself, Mappula Lehala. It was a Lehala. It was a massive attack on Hindus. Thousands and thousands of people were killed. Young girls were raped. Not young girls. Even elderly mothers and grandmothers were raped. How many? That much atrocities were done by these people. And the government, especially the Communist Party, all made them or this movement as a part of the freedom struggle for India. And many made it as a rebellion to have freedom from the clutches of landlords. So, miswriting of history is happening. And based on that 1921 incident, there was a film in Malayalam directed by the famous film director I.V. Shashi. That is 1921. The name of the film is 1921. The facts were covered and it was misrepresented. So the urgent need of the day is to have a clear picture in the society, and for giving that, Sri Ali Akbarji is going to direct a film. He has completed 2/3 of the script now. Everything is moving in the right direction. His plan is to release the film before September next year. It was on September 25th of 1921 that a massacre was there in the Tuvur area, wherein more than 40-50 people were beheaded and they were thrown to a well. That was on September 25th. So before September, this is to be released. And as everybody knows, the so-called secular people won't come to support this. This is not a film against Muslims. This is not a film against Hindus. This is a film, or this will be a film for the nation. It will be dedicated to the nation. It will inculcate the national pride. It will clearly say the positive work or positive side of both Muslims and Hindus of those days. Because there were many Muslims who were against this Hindu killing. There were many Muslims who saved many Hindus. It is a fact. It was the fact, it is a fact. It must remain as a fact in the society. So many Muslims helped the Hindus. So many Hindus helped the Muslims. This mutual help was there. This film will show all this without any bias. Without any bias. So it is the duty of our society to come forward and help Sri Ali Akbarji in as many ways as we can. As many ways. We can approach some wealthy people and ask to sponsor a major share of the film, but he is not doing that. He is not doing that. His sankalpa is that the general public must come forward and with little help, all put together, we must make this dream fulfilled. So we have to have, I am using we, I am not a part of it. I'm not a part of it, but still I am using the word we. We have to have it. We have to come together. We have to work together. And before February, the shooting work is to be started. So keep in mind, everybody keep in mind, we can share his account number and everything. Our little contributions, small contributions put together will make this a success. We have to collect around 4 crores rupees. Now the society has given, our society has given 85 lakh rupees. 85 lakhs. So more than 3 crores have to be collected. So these are the facts. I know all these things because we are discussing every now and then. So as Moniaji asked about the activities of the ashram, even though this is not an activity of the ashram, it is not at all connected with the ashram, but it is a work which we have to support. So I am openly saying all these things. We have to do for this. We have to work for this. What's your opinion, Rajiv Bhaskarji?
It's a good thought, Swamiji. Definitely what we need to do that we need to share the account number of Ali Akbarji to all the participants, and definitely we will probably Madhu could send the account details to all the groups, and we will let everyone know that, you know, everybody from the mind, everybody agrees to do that, but we need to make it happen. We need to facilitate it, and we need to execute that operation. So we can share that.
Rajiv, what about contribution from overseas? That won't have any effect.
This is going to Ali Akbar directly, so there is no rules or regulations applies to that.
Okay.
Namaste.
Namaste, Swamiji. The next question is from Hemaji.
Rajivji, before that, can we just announce about this time issue? Because tomorrow, the Europe.
Yeah, please, you can go ahead, please, Madhuji, please.
Yeah, so tomorrow Europe time is changing. So everyone, please calculate as 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. New York time. So next week, the India time will change because New York time is changing on Sunday. So just calculate from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. We will calculate that in the emails and WhatsApp messages. Dhanyawad.
So Hemaji, you can go ahead and ask the question.
Hari Om Swamiji, Namaste.
Namaste.
This is in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, where they say Atma is Brahman, free from doership and enjoyership, and how akarma can be seen in the karma. But in our practical life, every time this ahankara and mamakara automatically comes. How to get rid of it to practice? Another thing is, if every small act we do is also because of our prarabdha and vasana, and to how to get out of this also. Again, in the same chapter, Lord says in 35th verse that once the knowledge dawns, all these things will automatically happen. But for us to wait till the knowledge dawns is a remote possibility. So how to practically do little bit of all this sadhana in our life? Thank you, Swamiji.
We need not try to get rid of this ahankara. Let it be there. It must be there. Without ahankara, we cannot drink, we cannot eat, we cannot talk. We are inhaling air because we have ahankara with it. Let it be there. And if we are trying to renounce anything, whatever be it, that will grow. The effect will be higher and higher. So try to do vichara. What is my real nature? Who am I? What is my real nature? What this ahankara is, instead of trying to getting rid of this ahankara, think within where from this ahankara is coming. What is the source of this? Because as a function, let me repeat once more, as a function, ahankara is a part of the internal instruments. That is antakarana. Just like mind, just like buddhi, and just like chitta, ahankara is a function. If being an instrument, it won't work by its own. Being no instrument will work by its own. There is somebody behind that who is responsible for that working. And who is that? Who is behind this ahankara? Think that. Then we will find it is the Shuddha Bodha. It is the Atma. It is the Atma. None else. When we understand this much, the ahankara will be there is no doubt, ahankara will be there. But the negative effects or such activities of the ahankara, it won't be there. There will be a tremendous change happening within. And about mamakara, this mamakara is a projection of ahankara. Mamakara is a projection of ahankara. There is no doubt in that. And it is there in many, many forms, this mamakara. Even though I am finding this in the outside world, like my wife, my husband, my this thing, my that thing, this my is coming from within. It is not there in any outside object. No, it is coming from within. That is why I am saying it is a projection of ahankara. It's a projection. And when that thought is there within, who am I? What is my real nature? Who is making this ahankara work? Then there will be a tremendous change in the ahankara, and as an effect, the mamakara, it will have a change. In that mamakara also there will be a change. There is no doubt in that. So we have to do continuous vichara with it. Vichara is the only sadhana. And to do vichara, we must have a what we call a pure mind, more and more sharper intellect. We must have clarity with it. And for that, chanting of mantras, doing pujas, chanting namas, and of course, parayanas, all this will help. All these are to purify the mind, to make our intellect more and more sharper. With that intellect, we can do this vichara. And keep in mind, see, vichara is a mental process. If the direction is not correct, then our inferences, or our conclusions or our findings, that will go to unwanted spots. So, for the Vijaya, we must have the help of Acharyas. And that we are getting through our Shastra. Through our Shastra, we are getting this. So, daily do Swadhyaya. Daily doing Swadhyaya will give a real satsanga. And Acharya, through such scriptures, will guide us. When we are studying the work of Shankaracharya, for example, when I am studying Viveka Chudamani, for example, or Shankara Bhashya, Shankaracharya is instructing me. I am getting instruction directly from him. He is in front of me. He is teaching me. So, with that vision within, do Swadhyaya. When we are reading Mahabharata, it is Vyasa Bhagavan who is teaching us, nobody else. Vyasa Bhagavan is sitting in front of us and he is teaching. So, with this idea within, we have to do Swadhyaya daily. As much Swadhyaya we are doing, that much our inner self will get clarity of idea, purity of mind, sharpness of intellect, and we can enter into more and more subtle vicharas. So this is the way, or this is the only way to have or to tackle these two, ahankara and mamata. So don't try to get rid of this. Let it be there. It won't do any harm. It won't do any harm. If we are thinking these are to be thrown away, we will put a mark on them. These are my enemies. So if we are labeling them as enemies, they will try to kill us. There is no doubt in that. So try to make them friends. And doing vichara is the only way for that. And don't think there are special people like some sannyasins and we are ordinary people, grihasthas. No, don't think that. All are ordinary people. All are ordinary people. No sannyasi in this world have two horns. No. All are ordinary people. I'm not at all believing in the theory of descending. I am always advocating the theory of ascending. So nobody is descending from heaven to guide us. If somebody is coming, I won't understand his language because he will speak the language of the heaven. My language is the language of this world. So I will walk behind those who are speaking in my language. That is, those belong to this earth. They are ascending. This is my idea. What about you? I don't know. But this is my idea. So the theory of descending, let it be there. Let it be there. Let Rama and Krishna be there as avatars. I am worshipping them as Rama reached to that height. Krishna reached to that height from this earth. moving in this earth, walking in this on this earth, they reach to that height. Bhagavan himself says so. Bhagavan himself. Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tava charjuna. So says Bhagavan. But devotee will not accept that. Because devotee always cherish this idea of descending. I think you are following. Namaste. Namaste.
Next question, Ajay ji. Ajay ji, you can unmute yourself and ask.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Namaste.
Swamiji, Lord Brahma is not worshipped with equal importance to Vishnu and Shiva. And if there is any particular reasons for that in our Shastra?
See, when we are considering temple worship, what you said is absolutely correct. Because there are more temples for Vishnu and Shiva. There are only a few temples where Brahma is worshipped. But there are, for example, you know the Tirtha Guru. Tirtha Guru is Pushkara. Tirtharaj is Prayaga. Tirtha Guru is Pushkara. And the presiding deity in the main temple of Pushkaram is Brahma. Brahma is the Devata. And like that, so many temples are there where Brahma is being worshipped. For example, in Kerala, there are temples of Brahma. In Tirunavaya, there is a temple dedicated to Brahmaji. And in Calicut districts near Vadagara, there is a big temple, Shiva temple, and as an Upadevada, Brahma is there. It is near Vadagara. The name of the place is Vidyapalli. There is Panmeri Shiva temple, and there is Brahma. So temples are there. There will be more temples. But there are no that much temple. There are not that much temples as Vishnu have. See, but in yajnas, in yagas, Brahma has his own position. So in many yagas, not in all yagas, in many yagas, many offerings are given to Brahma. That is one aspect. And there is a story, it's a pure story in Shiva Purana and of course in the Linga Purana. In both these Puranas, there is one story repeated. And what is that? There was a quarrel between Brahma and Vishnu. How it started? There are two versions. One is Brahma came to the abode of Vishnu, and the other story is Vishnu came to the abode of Brahma. Whatever it be, the host have to respect the guest. But here it didn't happen. So naturally, some quarrel started. Why you did so? I am a man to be worshipped, but you didn't respect me. What is this? So slowly that quarrel, it changed to a battle, and there was a full-scale war between Brahma and Vishnu. And it is said it lasted for thousands and thousands of years. Many yugas. So that battle was there. See, the creator and the protector are fighting in between. What will be the state of the world? So the whole system collapsed. And then all the devatas and the rishis started praying for help. Oh Lord, oh Maheshwara, please save the universe. Then in the middle part where these two gods were fighting, all on a sudden a huge luminous structure appeared. What it is? What is that? So they stopped their battle, and why they stopped their battle? They were quarreling on the one topic, based on one topic. Who is superior? Who is great? I am great? No, I am great. So they found that there is somebody greater than them. What is that? So they reached at a consensus and they signed a memorandum of understanding. And the decision was try to find out the beginning of this huge luminous thing. And Brahma, he took the form of a swan. And Vishnu, he took the form of a Varaha, jungle boar. They started their quest. Again, yugas passed on. Yugas, not 1,000 years, not 10,000 years, yugas and yugas passed on. So this Brahma is Rajasic. Brahma is Rajasic. So Rajasic people, they will not accept their failures. They will never accept their failure. If some failure happens in their life, they will try to cover it. They will try to show it in other forms, doing many window dressings and all. That is the nature of the Rajasic people. They will make a huge commentary on it to hide their failure. So Brahma was not ready to accept his failure. He was thinking what to do. Then he saw a flower coming down. A flower. That was the flower of a Ketaki Pushpa. Ketaki Pushpa. The English name for Ketaki I do not know. It is a plant we usually see on the shore of river with long leaves. So that Ketaki Pushpa was coming down, and Brahmaji asked, from where you are coming? I am coming from the top of the structure. So, can you help me? What help? I am going in in a search to find out the top. But now I am tired, so I am stopping this quest. I am going back. Can you come with me? Then after reaching there, I will tell I have reached the top. So you must support me. Huh? Then this flower thought, yes, why can't I? Yes, I will come with you. Vishnu, as Vishnu is a Sattvic man. Vishnu is Sattvic. So Sattvic people, they will commit errors. They will commit mistakes. There is no doubt. But they will realize and they will accept. There is no doubt for them to accept. They will accept their failures. I had such and such failure in my life and I will correct. That is the attitude of the Sattvic people. So Vishnu realized, I cannot find the base of this. The bottom I cannot find. So I will go back and I will accept my failure. So he also returned. So they met again. What about you? I didn't reach the bottom. So I am accepting my failure. What about you? I reached the top. I reached the top. What is there? There is a beautiful head of this gigantic figure. Huh? Is there anything to substantiate your claim? Yes, this is the flower. I plucked it from the top. So Vishnu accepted his failure and Brahma became the victorious. Then immediately the Rudra appeared there. There happened the manifestation of Rudra. And just like a man plucking a flower, that Rudra plucked the flower of the head of the Brahma. Till then Brahmaji had 5 heads, 4 to 4 directions and 1 to top. So those who are lying, those who are telling lies in their life, they are not seeing the top, the upside, what is going to happen. They are not seeing the future. So as this man is lying, there is no need for the upper head. So he removed that. And he was cursed. Brahmaji was cursed. People will not worship you in temples. From today onwards, there will be no temple for you. This was the curse given to Brahma. And so many boons were given to Vishnu. One was, there will be so many temples for you. Many people will worship you. This was the boon given to Vishnu. And see, now Brahmaji and Vishnu, they became one. Because they realized there is somebody greater than them. So they stopped their quarrels. They are now friends, just like our present day politicians. And they praised Lord Shiva. And they prayed, "O Lord, O Maheshwara, because of your grace, our arrogance, our foolishness, all gone. And so we have to pray one thing. This form which appeared in front of us, let this be a boon to the whole world. Let this help the world to discard their arrogance and ignorance." This was the prayer. So immediately that gigantic structure, it came down and it became Shivalinga. It was the first Shivalinga, and it is said this first Shivalinga appeared in the Arunachala temple in Tiruvannamalai. It is believed. And the day on which this happened, we are worshipping as the day of Shivaratri. It is on the Shivaratri day, the first Linga manifested. So there is a story. The story is repeated both in Shiva Purana and Linga Purana. Both these Puranas, the story is there. But little differences are there. That is the thing. So this is the Puranic story behind that. I think it is clear now. Yeah, namaste.
Yes, Swami.
Namaste.
Next question is from Kamalaji. Kamalaji, you may unmute yourself. And
Namaste. The question is about Upadesha Saram of Ramana Maharshi. And the 13th verse says, Laya Vinashane Upaya Rodhanam. So Laya Vinashanam and Amini Bhavam, any connection, how can we take it? How will we understand that?
Yeah. See, the mind is a collection or a bunch of vrittis. There is no such a thing as mind if vrittis are not there. So we can go above the mind through controlling our vrittis. And for this, many sadhanas were recommended there, even in the Upadesha Saram itself. So many sadhanas are prescribed. For example, the physical pujas, then chanting of mantras and namas, then entering into dhyana. All these are explained there in the Upadesha Saram itself. So as the effect of all these sadhanas, what will happen? And through pranayama, what will happen? Our mind will come to a state of laya. Through pranayama, through mantropasana, through kirtana, through japa and all, through all the sadhanas, our mind will come to a state of laya. Laya is something like a dissolved state. If salt is dissolved in water, we are not seeing that salt, but still salt is there. Salt has gone nowhere. It is there. We are not seeing that, but it is there. If water is evaporated, we will see that salt again. In the same way, a mind which is in the state of laya will manifest again. So what we want is not laya, but vinasha. This must go forever. So going forever, that is vinasha. So when we consider these two, that is laya vinashane, ubhaya rodhane, both these are two methods of rodhanam. Rodhanam is controlling. If we are getting the state of laya, and if we are getting the state of complete cessation, vinashanam, what is the difference in between these? Laya gatam punaha bhavati. Laya gatam manaha punaha bhavati. It will manifest again, it will come again. Just like when the water is evaporated, the salt will appear again. In the same way, the mind which is now in a state of laya, with the help of sadhana, will sprout again. Whereas no mritam, that mind which has gone forever, mritam means died, that has gone forever, will not come. So this is the difference between laya and vinasha. Then Ramana Maharshi goes on in this with this question, how that can be achieved. Not laya. We can reach this state of laya through pranayama, through kirtana and all. But how we can reach the next state, that is vinashana. Then it is said vichara is the only way. There is no other way than vichara. So that is there in the Upadesha Sara. Namaste. I think now we can conclude today.
Mani Bhava.
Amani Bhava. So today we can close this session with the Mani Bhava, and next week we can take Amani Bhava. Namaste. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhaved. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om.